So you probably know by now, I got this Miata to drift with, and I went to my first drift event the other week, and I had everything I needed, the roll bar, just all the other basic stuff that they wanted, except for a battery tie down. And the Miata comes with one from factory, but this car is missing it. I looked all around in the trunk, I found a J-hook and all that, but I couldn't find the tie down. And if you're like me and somebody's taking out the tie down, throwing it away, it's not as easy as getting a plain old battery tie down like most cars use. This one has a special tie down that, you know, has a J-hook on one side and it goes straight across, has a little curve and then clips in a little hole in a little mounting bracket. But I couldn't find that Miata tie down in any of the junkyards. If they did have it, it was like a minimum of 40 bucks, and if I bought it used online, all I saw were ones going for $50 or more just for a little battery tie down. So I tried to wrap a ratchet strap around it just to, you know, find something that would work. So, because I didn't want to spend 50 bucks on a little tiny piece of metal. But I decided to do a little improvising, and I came up with what I think is a pretty good solution, and it might help you in the future if you're trying to do the same thing. Alright, so we've got our battery here. You see there's a factory bracket where J-hook goes to. So J-hook normally goes right there, and then it connects to the battery tie down, and it goes across the battery and locks right in there. So it doesn't have a J-hook on the back side of the battery. But like I said, all the ones I could find, and if I got it new from Mazda, it was like 35, 40 bucks. You know, it's kind of expensive for a battery tie down. So the Mazda's already come with a battery tray and the little bracket here and the bracket over here, so it stays in there pretty good. But I still need something to kind of secure it at the top, and I think having 2 J-hooks and just a strap like normal will be plenty to keep it down and keep it in the brackets down here so it won't pop out and move around. So what I did, take out the battery tray. So it already comes with this little raised piece of metal here, and normally there's nothing in there. Normally it's flat and solid, but I took a drill and I drilled a little hole there. I left as much metal up top as I could so metal didn't get thin and the J-hook just break off the metal there. But went to the auto parts store, got a slightly longer J-hook, just because this one's not as raised up as the factory bracket here. But got the hole for the J-hook. Got the J-hook in, and then now we'll have 2 J-hooks for each side of the battery, and we'll be able to use a regular style battery tie down. So as you can see, I was able to order just a standard battery tie down, have the J-hook on this side and over here on this side, and that battery's not going anywhere. And we got the factory brackets holding it in place, and that just put pressure on the top, so that should work just fine. And I was able to get the J-hook turned around to where the pointy end wasn't facing the battery. It just took a little maneuvering. I had to bend the hook out and put it in and then bend it back.